Hi, welcome to American Dream Vacation. My name is Virgil and I'm going to be doing the orientation on Unit 1856, the Radiance Ultralight Travel Trailer. First we're going to start out with the exterior of the trailer. If you look over here, you'll see we've got two propane bottles, and there is an indicator here that determines which bottle you'd be using when you're out camping. And if you need to switch it to the other bottle, you just basically flip it over and make sure the bottle is open, and then you start feeding from the other bottle. Also on your tongue jack here, this is a power jack, and you can see you've got the buttons here, and then there's also an external light there. And it's kind of convenient because you don't have to be cranking, trying to lift up and down off your hitch. This trailer also requires a 2 5/16 inch ball, okay, and a 7-plug connector for your tail lights, which looks like that right there, okay. We do have adapters if you have a 4 flat where we can convert it from the 7 to the 4, okay. Also over here you have this little jack handle here. This thing serves multi-purposes. One thing it'll do is, if your battery dies or something and you can't use the power jack, you can also put it right in here, and you can raise this manually by cranking this like so. And you basically just remove this little cover there, and then you're able to crank it up and down to get it on and off your hitch there. Okay? Your battery, your 12-volt battery, is in this battery box over here, and this does have the equalizer brackets on the side here. This little cover goes over your propane tanks before you take off. Basically, normally rather, this is always on there, but if you need to go in there and check your propane, you can just basically undo this, and this little deal here opens up, and then you can access the propane bottles when you need to switch them over. You have some really nice storage. This is called pass-through storage. It goes from one side to the other, and you also have another backup jack here. Crank handle rather. This handle also lowers and raises the stabilizer jacks. Now, this jack is not designed to level the trailer. You have to level the trailer with the front tongue jack. This is basically just to stabilize the trailer from rocking from left to right when you're walking around in it. So what it is, when you get it level, you crank them down and you snug them on the ground, and that's pretty much it. That's how they work. Also, we have the power awning on this unit here. There's a button inside that I'll be showing you later on that opens and closes the awning, and it is power, like I said. These steps, if you notice, this trailer has two doors. This door here will allow you access straight into the bedroom, and the other door allows you access inside the regular part of the trailer. The way you put these steps in when you're about to depart, you flip that one over, you flip this one over, and you put it in place. And that's how that step works. They both work the same way. Also, this is a 50 amp trailer, and if you look down here, you can see how big this is. And this is 4 prongs. And what we've got here, we've got 30 amps over here right now. So what we do is we provide you with a 50 to 30 adapter with each rental, and you're able to plug in the 30 amp if the campground is only 30 amps. So if you get home and you're not leaving until tomorrow, and you'd like to keep your battery charged, keep your refrigerator cold, save your propane, what you would do is you would take this 15 amp adapter and you plug it into the 30 amp portion of the cord, and then you're able to plug this up at your house. Maybe plug it into an outlet near your garage or run an extension cord. So that's what this would do. Now, if you do have this on, you cannot run the air conditioner on the unit. The air conditioner requires a minimum of 30 amps. This is only 15. So every time you try to turn on the air conditioner and you only got the 15 amp adapter on there, you're going to be tripping the breaker inside the RV, or you're going to trip the breaker at your house, or you could even potentially melt your cord. So only to keep the system charged up. Okay, and all these come with each rental. Over here you have a couple things on the outside. This is the backside of the furnace, and this does put heat out when it's on. So if you have little kids or something over here, keep in mind this is going to put really hot heat out, and it will burn you. Over here you have electrical outlets that are active when you're plugged into electricity, and then you have a cable hook up here, and this is just a little solar charger here. This is designed to hold this door open. So if you just wanted to have this open and have your screen door closed, you would just basically open the door and it hooks on the back here. Once again, we talked about the steps and we showed you how they fold in, and then this is a little rail in here to help when you go in and out of the unit. To put this away, you lift up on it and you kind of pop it into place just like that. Okay, there is 2 keys that you'll get to this RV. One of them is a purple key, and it unlocks the locks here, and it also would unlock the compartments. And another key is possibly a 751 key. But anyway, that's what those keys will do. Once again, we talked about the stabilizer jack. This vent is the backside of the refrigerator where we would go in and do maintenance on the backside of the refrigerator if we needed to. And as you can see, you do have your spare tire here. And back here you have several different things. This is where your 50 amp power cord will plug into. This cord is 25 feet long, and like I said, once again, it's 50 amps. If you forget, it's written down right over here that it's telling you it's 50 amps. Over here you have a satellite connection and a cable TV connection. This trailer does not have satellite TV. That's just if it did have it, and that's where you'd plug it into, okay? Over here you have your city water connection. So when you get to the campground, you would take your water hose. This actually is your flush, I'm sorry. This is where you would flush out your tank, your black tank. So you would take your water hose and you'd hook it in here, and the other end would go into the faucet. And then when you turn this on, it would flush out any waste, remove any waste inside the tank as you're dumping it. This is where you'd fill up your freshwater tank. Basically what you do is you take the cap off, you take your water hose, you put it inside of there, and you fill up your fresh water. Once it's full, there's two ways you'll know. One way is it'll start putting water back out of that little vented area there. Also, you can go inside and look at your monitor panel, and it'll show you that your freshwater tank is full. Okay? Over here, once again, you have your stabilizer jacks, and you have a little external shower here, a little water hose here that you can basically hook into there, and then you have water you could spray if you were doing whatever. That's what that's for there. This is your city water connection. You take your water hose that we've provided you with. It's a 25-foot long white water hose, and it has a water pressure regulator attached to it. So when you hook up your city water connection here, you would take your water hose. The end with the regulator of the hose goes onto your faucet, and the other end would go right into here, and you just basically screw that on. And then you have water on demand like in your home. That's how the city water connection works. Over here, you have the backside of your hot water heater. It's a 6-gallon hot water heater. When you turn it on, it's about a 20-minute delay before you have hot water. So that's how that would work. And there's a switch inside. I'll show you later on how that works. You have two different dumps valves on this trailer here. This is your auxiliary for your sink and shower, or gray tank. That's what that is. So basically, you take your sewer hose, you would undo the cap there, and then this end would go on there and twist and lock into place, and then you basically just pull this valve here, and then you drain that gray water out into the sewage down there. Okay? Once you're done, you remove your hose and cap it, make sure your valve is closed, and that's how you would dump the gray water. We also have another one over here where you would dump your gray water on your main tank. So, same process. Undo the cap, you put it on, you twist and lock it, and this end here, depending on the setup you have, it locks on and then it's threaded down into your dump station there. So once you have those in place, you would pull this black handle, that's the toilet, and they're called black water and gray water, and the handles are even black and gray. So this would be your toilet. You basically just pull it out and drain all the toilet waste. Once it's done, you close it, and then you open up your other valve over there, which is your gray one. That gray water from the sink and the shower is going to rinse out all the toilet waste out of your sewer hose. Make sure you do it in that order. If you don't, you will regret it. All right. Of course, this has a slide out, and I'll show you inside the button that makes the room come in and out. Also, when you are bringing the room in and out, make sure you don't have any kids or any adults sitting on the sofa or the booth dinette when you're bringing this room out, because it's already heavy enough. You don't need to add any extra weight. Once again, we talked about your stabilizer jacks here on all four corners. And then here's your sewer hose here. I'm sorry, your water hose in here. Okay? And that's what your water pressure regulator would look like. It's either going to be blue or it could be a brass color, depending on what type it's attached to the water hose. And you have your storage compartment over here. And once again, when you hold them up, they're magnetized, so they will stay open basically like that. And then we come back over this side here. We talked about this stuff already. So that pretty much takes care of everything on the outside of the RV. Thank you, and we'll go on the inside. Thank you.